Hello, everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. You know me, I'm Tom. Oh, yeah. This is going to be another sit down and talk about things session. Oh, yeah. We haven't done one of these in a long time. But before we get started, oh, yeah, you know what time it is. It's Monday. It's right after almost 5 o'clock. Here's mud in your eye. It's beer 30. In other words, it's 5 o'clock somewhere, right? Here we go. All right. So what do we talk about today? Oh boy, have I got something lined up for you. What I have been doing with the Prepper channel is that I've been kind of throwing little crumbs out there to you guys about prepping for life. Okay, because that's what the name of the channel is, Prep for Life. And what do you mean by that? It's not, and I've said this and covered this topic many times. It's not a matter of collecting survival food, bug out shelter, ammo, weapons, strategic maps, gas masks, all this. That's fine. That's part of prepping too. But in the big picture, and I always take down notes. I've got my little black book. And what I've done over a series of several years is project out my retirement, my location, where I'm going to work, retirement, all the little, Medicaid, Medicare, health insurance, investments. You get the picture. I've been strategizing all that for years. In fact, as far as I can go back, at least 30 years, I've kind of put somewhat of a master plan together, okay? And I had to stick to this master plan because in reality, if I didn't, that meant that I wasn't being prepared. And isn't prepping being prepared? Oh yeah, it is. I told you so. All right, I'm going to run down a few things that I think are very important for guys that are in my age group, and even for you younger guys, this video could be helpful to you, okay? As you know, I 14 and a half years ago started an S corporation. That was number one. I stopped working for the man. I worked for the man for 31 years. So that was kind of phase one. Start my own thing, get my own thing going. And then invest wisely, invest in the company, invest in myself, and then invest in the future. Okay, that's kind of the bigger picture, okay? So another thing was when prepping started becoming a real hot topic in the United States. Everybody's been prepping for a long time, but when it became a word, an actual word like being woke, prepping, it's basically you're awake to what's going on out there and you don't want to become a victim. That's all it is. That's all it's about. You want to make sure that you've got some sort of edge or hedge against the economy, against your health, your life, your relationships, everything that you invest your time in. This is a valuable asset. Remember, your time is a valuable asset. Remember, me, Mr. Fix-All, Tom, I sell my time. My time is important, especially now since I have little, let's say I'm at the other side of the spectrum as far as time, okay? I've crossed over the threshold, the 60 plus crowd. Oh yeah, 60 plus. Oh God. But it can't be all bad. And it has to have positive. There's got to be positives in it, and this is how you make it. This is how you make it happen. Let's go down the list. Now, this is going to be a one beer video, hopefully. So hang in there, okay? Let's see what this is all about, because I think it's important if you incorporate a lot of strategies within your life and you really focus in on those strategies and you make it a priority in your life, then eventually you'll come out at the other end a winner. And that's what I hope and I wish for all of you out there. And this applies for women too. Don't get me wrong. This is not a man thing, okay? This is an everybody thing. Okay, number one thing I said after you turn 60. Now these are like the golden little rules after 60. A lot of you on my channel are not there, and a lot of you old farts are already there. So if you're watching this video and you're over 60, you've arrived. You've made it. Yay. Hey, don't ever think that we're not wise, because we are wise, because we actually have made it to 60. I pity the fool who doesn't even make it past 40. Ha! But anyway, but of course, out of circumstances, not of their own. But here we go. Number one thing you got to consider is all the things like Medicare, especially if you're in the system like Social Security. I'm fully vested in Social Security. So your work performance, your work ethics, your work history plays a major role in this formula. If you don't have a work history and you're under the table, well, then a lot of this is not going to apply to you, because you won't be able to prove any basically you haven't put into the system, okay? You didn't put anything into the system. Now, first thing I did was, when I became an S corporation 14 years ago, I set the company up and I trademarked it. That's number one. I trademarked it so no one can take that away from me. And then, being that I'm a single, no child, I'm not married, I don't have relatives. I'm using this example. If you're an independent individual with no other outside influences that will basically absorb your time and absorb your money. This is if you have full control of your time. And there's nobody around you that can stop you doing if you have to go do something, okay? 7 days a week. So the one thing I did was I first stopped spending money. And this is how I did it. Oh, and you probably say, oh, how the hell do you do that, Tom? How do you stop spending money and you just started a company and blah, 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 blah? Well, number one, I never spent a dime on advertising. That's the one thing I did. I use social media like I'm using social media now. Nextdoor, Angie's List, Google, you name it. There's 1,000 ways to put your name out there for free. Okay, that was number one. Once I established a customer base and a basic income flow, I said, okay, I have to now project. Now, this is 14 years ago that I'm speaking about. I have to project how I can save on everything and anything and still make money and be able to save. That's the big word, save. Save money, okay? Not spend money. All right, there's a couple of basic things you got to do. Number one, you got to tear up all your credit cards. That's easy, right? Tear up all your credit cards. And I mean even your Belk's card, your Lowe's card, anything that's interest bearing, tear it up right now. Tear it up. I want to see you break out the scissors and tear up your credit cards right now. Okay. No vacations. Now, this is if you start your business. The day you start your business, all vacations come to an end. And you'll say, why would you do that? Well, because there's an alternative plan, because you have to create your own vacation getaway that's going to cost you nothing to go there. Oh, what a mind blower, right? That's called Plan B. What do you think the off-grid farm's all about? I invested in my vacation getaway. When I go out there, it costs me $0. Okay, Plan B. All right, and it's also part of prepping. Plan B, prepping, vacation, zero money. You get the point? Okay. No TV. That's right. I disconnected my TV 15 years ago. And I don't listen to anything that is electronically broadcast over open waves, okay? It's called white noise. I listen to no white noise because I do not want to be influenced by any other person's opinion when it comes to my specific goal, okay? Or goals, plural. I just recently, as you know, sold my Mercedes because I had the opportunity to drive a vehicle basically for 2 years, almost for free. And I took advantage of that. They gave me all my money back. So then, here's step 2, the big one. Excuse me, beer 30. Saving on all your insurance policies. I'm doing this on purpose. I don't want you guys to look at all my account numbers and stuff like that and capture any information, but Nationwide. Okay, I've been with Nationwide. Oh yeah, established relationships. I think I said this in one of the videos. The most important people in my life are number 1, my bookkeeper. Number 2, my CPA. Number 3, my banker. And guess who number 4 is? Well, keep guessing. My customers, okay? The relationships that I have with people. But anyway, I have this personal relationship with somebody that's on my, I'm on their Facebook page, excuse me, and they're on mine. And my Nationwide agent, who's local, I get to see him in person, not over the phone, not through text, not through Zoom, anything, in person. We sat down and my home, auto, and business, and even the farm, so many, in other words, everything I own is covered under one blanket policy, which is pretty big. I used to pay $595 a month for that. Okay? I sold the Mercedes-Benz. I paid off my truck. And another thing is, of course, I'll get into this in just a few minutes, is car payments. But we sat down and did a blanket policy on everything that I own with liability insurance, full coverage on the house, obviously, full coverage on the business, obviously, and liability on all the vehicles. I saved from $595 a month, it went down to $368. So that's a $230 a month savings on my insurance, okay? Then, I just negotiated with my bank. I've been with the same bank for 18 years. And at the time, they're screwing me on my money market. So now I got a deal working with Fifth Third Bank. It's a new aggressive bank this in North Carolina, and they're offering 5.25 on a money market where my bank is only offering 2. So I went in today, and told them I'm pulling out all my money and I'm going over to Fifth Third Bank if they can't match it. They already know they can't. So this is going to probably happen Wednesday. You get your money and your interest and your investments in line. Whether you're investing in gold, silver, cryptocurrency, which you would be a freaking fool if you did that. But whatever your investment strategies are, 401k, employer match, whatever you're doing, Roth IRAs, 529s, 525s, I think something like that, whatever avenue of investment you're into, then you need right now, because the prime lending is so high, because anytime the Feds raise the interest rates, the banks also have to follow. My bank is not. My bank is screwing me, and they know it. They're the worst performing bank in the United States, but they allow me a lot of financial freedom, but they don't pay me anything for it. That's the best way to say it. Those bastards. They're making all the money on my money, okay? And I got a lot of money invested in the bank. Anyway, don't get me started. Okay, but anyway, get your banking and your financing in order. Okay, tear up all your credit cards. I've already told you that. Take no vacations. Disconnect from your TV, your radio, all the white noise. No car payments. Pay off all your cars. Buy used. Pay cash. That's it. I can't give you any more better advice than that, and I won't elaborate. Just do it that way. Like I said, I have no wife, no kids, no pets. So there's not a lot of extenuous expenses that I have. Is that a word? Anyway, I don't have any other people digging into my pocket, okay? It's just a matter of choice. Look, anyway, the bottom line is I don't have any of those. All right, let's close the black book up. Now, we talked about banking, we talked about car payments, we talked about credit cards, we talked about all these eliminating your insurance, Then, of course, the other thing is medical. I'm a veteran, okay? I got outpatient care because I'm a veteran of a foreign conflict, and I get constant reminders by Medicare, Medicaid, and all the rest of these people that they are cheaper than the rest of them. Please call us. You're due for a big review of your options today. Take this opportunity to lock in your benefits and savings. And, we can save you an average of $580 a month. Are you kidding me? Or is that a year? I have no idea. I haven't looked into this yet. But the bottom line is, like I said, I'm a veteran. On January, I missed last year's enrollment date for Medicare, okay? Because I'm 65 and I was 65 6 months ago. Problem is, it's open window from January to March or April, something like that. So I've already got a guy I'm talking to right now about an insurance policy, a health benefits policy, but I can't enroll in Medicare, and I can't get that Part B unless I'm enrolled. So I got to wait till January 1. Okay, that's the bottom line there. Now, Social Security. Let me tell you something. At my age, I'm a baby boomer. I was born in 57, so that makes me 65. When you were born in 1957, they have a schematic for all this, okay? Hold on. There's a schematic. At 57, I can retire at 66 and a half plus 2 months, okay? That's the open window. That's the most advantageous time I can walk in the door and say, I want all my benefits. In my particular case, being that I've been working for 31 years, invested in the system because I work for the man, I'm probably going to get mid-high 2,000, okay? I'm not quite, it's not going to be 3,000 a month, but those benefits will last to 2034 until the government refinances Social Security or drops it. Remember, it's only going to last 10 more years, even for us baby boomers. 2034 is going to be into Social Security, or they're going to have to refund it, okay? Okay, now, Plan B. Let's wrap this whole thing up and put it in a nutshell. If you look at every aspect of your life and you look at all your monies, all the monies that you have to spend no matter if you want to or not to live, food, gas, transportation, housing, you have to then say to yourself, well, when I go on Social Security or some sort of retirement plan, I'm going to be financially limited to the amount of money that's, that you can just spend on frivolous stuff like vacations, toys. And I like toys. I've got a lot of toys, but I sold off everything. I've got everything being consolidated down. I sold a Mercedes. I sold a bulldozer. I sold a dump truck. I sold the tractor. Hell, I sold everything but kept the excavator. I do not own anything that does not make me money. That's the other part of this formula. Everything that you own should, if it's a mobile something or another, it should either give you a tax break because you are a corporation of some sort, and whatever you buy should be a deduction. But that piece of equipment or that asset should also generate you income. Like this townhome has generated me a lot of income. Real estate has generated me a lot of income. The off-grid farm is generating me a lot of savings in parking, okay? If I had 4 acres in the city and I had to buy that, or I had a shop in the city, it would cost me a fortune. Out there is $34 a month. So saving money to make money is absolute crucial aspect to this entire situation that you need to really deeply dive into your mind to figure out if you're handling all these different aspects of your life, the prepping, if you basically got your shit together, okay? Now, when you think you've got all of it handled, from A to Z. Everything is as cheap as you can possibly get it for the services that you receive, or the lifestyle. Let's talk about lifestyle. Your lifestyle, are you happy? That's probably going to be that's going to be really another topic. Are you happy? Me, I am somewhat happy. Money does not make me happy. Money makes me secure, but I'm still not happy, and I'll tell you why. And then we'll end this. Why I'm not happy, even though I've got enough money to retire now. Let's be frank. I've done very well in the last 14 years with Mr. Fix-All, but it was very strategized. I don't spend money. You know I'm a deal maker. I look for deals on everything. I negotiate everything. I don't care if I'm going somewhere and somebody says, "Oh, it's $9.50 for lunch." I'm going to say, "Well, I think it's only worth $7." I'm pretty bad. I'm a chronic. I got a condition, man. It's called chronic deal making. Okay, I've always been like that because I was in the car business for 28 years, and it's in my blood. I negotiate everything because everybody beats me up. I beat everybody up. I don't care who you are, what industry you're in. I'm gonna get a deal from you. If I'm gonna pay you cash, you're giving me a deal. That's the way I look at life. That's the other part of prepping. Making sure you get everything that you can buy. Like, I go to Lowe's and pick up massive deals all the time, from free to almost nothing on lumber. I do it all the time because they got to, anyway, you know the deal. I've done plenty of videos on it. I was in Lowe's doing videos. You've seen the videos I've done of me going out getting deals. Over the years, anyway, all right, let's wrap this thing up. Now, the happy part. I would love to have a woman in my life, but after 3 divorces, the problem is let me put it this way. What I want, I can't have. What I can have, I don't want. It's just pretty much that in a nutshell. So that's the problem with women. What I want, I can't have. And that'll open a can of whoop-ass worms, I know it. But anyway, I'd rather go fishing. Now, that would make me happy to live at the beach. Problem is I can't afford it. It's too damn expensive down there. So I got to find me a sugar mama at the beach that's, let's put it this way, that is not hard to look at. That's what I'm saying. Now, Elizabeth Hurley or, Jennifer Anderson or a few of the other hot, rich, 50-something, 60-something women want to hang out with me, I'd like to hang out with you. All right, on that note, and also, too, remember, the farm is escape plan. If everything falls apart in the city, guess what? Plan B exists. It's there. And there's also Plan C, and I won't tell you nothing about it. But on that note, I love you guys. Thanks, all of you. Thank you. Oh, my God. 1,200 new subscribers in the last 45 days. You guys have blown up my channel. Thank you. I mean, just it just went crazy the last 45 days. And I think that, people want to see somebody else make it. The success stories are always fun, but if you're arrogant about it, or you got a chip on your shoulder, and I hope to God you guys don't think I'm that way, because I'm really a good-hearted guy. I'll help anybody. And the bottom line is, but remember, time is money, and that's the way I look at life. So on that note, share, like, subscribe, thumbs up, leave those comments, and smash the bell for future notifications. Okay? Y'all stay tuned, and y'all stay blessed. Tom out of here. Hopefully going fishing one day.